It's Martin from US Stock Value, and today I will talk about inflation. So what is inflation? Usually people think that inflation is the increase in prices, and this is almost true, but not quite. So let's see what inflation actually is. I will start with the hyperinflation topic. So usually when we talk about hyperinflation, people think about the Weimar hyperinflation or Zimbabwe hyperinflation. However, I know a much better example, an even more exciting one. I'm actually from Hungary, and Hungary still holds most of the world records related to hyperinflation. So, sure, the Zimbabwe bill is quite interesting. However, I have an even more exciting bill to show you. So this is actually 1 trillion tenge. Compared to this, the Zimbabwe dollar is actually really valuable because the tenge has like 24 zeros and the Zimbabwe dollar has only 14 zeros. I will include an equation here, but don't worry, it will be simple and I will explain it in detail. So here we have the M is the quantity of the money, the V is the speed of the money, so how fast money changes hands, the P is the average price, and T is the quantity of the things produced by that society. So in this case, if the quantity of the money doubles, the speed remains the same, and the economy output remains the same, then prices will double as well. And now let's take a look at the money supply in the US after 2008, and we can see that it went up from like $800 billion to more than 4 trillion. So you could ask, where is the inflation? And part of the answer is that this is only M1, and M3 gives us a better picture about the quantity of the money. But I will not talk about M3 in this video. The other part of the answer is that actually we have quite high inflation. We have inflation in asset prices. So stocks, bonds, real estate, and art as well. What do I mean that we have inflation in asset prices? Stocks are expensive. So if there is a company with a given earnings and a given dividends, and these do not change, however the price doubles, then the price of passive income just doubled. The same is true for treasury yields as well. So if I have a 10-year treasury at 2% yield, and that yield drops down to 1%, then the price of the income from treasuries just doubled. So we do have inflation, however, because income from the average people didn't went up yet, we have the inflation in asset prices and we do not have it in commodities and real goods. Now I would like to include a quote here from Mark Faber. When you print money, the money does not flow evenly into the economic system. Now from time to time it will lift the Nasdaq, like between 1997 and March 2000, then it lifted home prices in the US until 2007, that it lifted the commodity prices in 2008 until July 2008, and the global economy was already in a recession. So we're creating bubble after bubble after bubble. So this means that when you print money, you do not know where this money will flow. Currently, it is in the stock market, bond market, real estate, and art as well. Whenever this will shift and it will move back to consumer goods and commodities, the prices of these goods will skyrocket. I like Milton Friedman's definition of inflation. Inflation is always and everywhere a monetary phenomenon. So what does this mean? This means that the inflation is the printing of money. The increase in prices are just the effect. So inflation happens when we print the money. Prices usually rise only like 18 to 36 months later. So key takeaways here. We do have inflation because money printing is inflation. US monetary base went up more than 4 times. Currently, this money is in the stock market, bond market, and real estate. However, when this will change and it will go to real goods, commodities, then the price of these goods will skyrocket. I will end this presentation with a picture from the value of the US dollars in gold. And as you can see, the US dollar lost more than 90% of its value in the last 100 years. Will inflation come once again? My guess is yes. When it will arrive, I don't know. Nobody has a crystal ball. But because the money printing already started in 2008, and in a lot of countries we already see inflation, I guess that it will come soon. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and visit our webpage if you want to learn more. Thank you. Bye.